It is coming up on 6/16 on this Thursday night. Betsy Kling, we're almost there. Another beautiful day today, and I took a peek at the forecast. Things look great down the road as well.
It does. I saw that little line, though, at the bottom of the screen that was there. Feels like fall, but not for long.
Okay.
That's the part of the forecast that gets fun. We're kind of flirting with fall at this point in the forecast. Temperatures are going to be fading back into the 60s tonight. The clouds that are there now will continue to fade away as we get into the late night. By tomorrow morning, we'll be clear, and temperatures will start tomorrow in the 50s. We've had an active radar this afternoon. This is part and parcel with cold air in the upper parts of the atmosphere. It's known as a diurnally driven convection. Basically, the sun heats things up and the warm air starts rising. We have a little thunderstorm right now that is going right through Elyria, down through Oberlin. This will continue down to the south toward Columbia Station, so heads up for you folks. Eaton Estates, you're probably hearing some of those rumbles out to the west of you. This, too, will then fade down toward areas maybe of Valley City, Litchfield, if it holds together. Notice how things kind of fizzle as it moves south. This is a very changeable situation. What goes up must come down. There's not a lot of support for widespread thunderstorm activity, which is why everything is kind of so broken up across northeast Ohio. But we do have the chance to have a few good downpours come out of this. Then those downpours help to rain the thunderstorm out and they fade away. The interesting part of all of this is that it's coming in with some chilly air. Friends, 68 today. We didn't make it out of the 60s. This is the first time we haven't made it out of the 60s since June 22nd, when it was 65 degrees. So that's what I mean by flirting with fall. But this too shall change, because out to the west of us, significantly warmer air all the way into southern Canada. This big push of heat will start to slide east after this cold air gets out of here. And that whole transition will then take us right back into summer. Here's the big picture. And notice the cool air, the dip in the jet stream, the trough, if you will, of the jet stream. And out to the west, this is the ridge, the heat dome. Watch how this starts to flatten out as we go through the next couple days. The cold air lifts out, the warm air begins to move in. So Saturday to Sunday, we'll be seeing a pretty significant swing up in the temperatures, and then we hold there as we go through next week. That's kind of the interesting part of all of this. By Wednesday, we'll have a little chance to have some cooler air come in, but it's not going to be a direct push into northeast Ohio. It's more or less a side swipe of those cooler temperatures, and so that will lead us into, a nice refreshing reprieve from temperatures in the mid 80s, but it's not going to last long because we're right back into the heat then by the end of next week. So if we kind of put it all into perspective here, the warm air, that's where the clear skies are. And if we kind of get down into the weeds here of northeast Ohio's particulars, right into the lakeshore areas, there you go. We do have these partly cloudy skies that will eventually go variably cloudy as we start the overnight hours. Scattered rain will be fading. Temperatures tomorrow morning in the low and mid 50s, low 50s possible farther south. By tomorrow, then, we start with clouds, maybe even a few sprinkles courtesy of the lake, but then in the afternoon, we get into clearing skies. Temperatures tomorrow in the mid 70s. Here's your on-the-hour forecast from National Design Mart, and notice the sunshine in the afternoon with those high temperatures in the low and mid 70s. It's going to be beautiful for us. Light northerly breezes, too. The cool air does not last long, as I mentioned in your Union Home Mortgage forecast. Right up to 80 with sunshine on Saturday. Mid 80s, mostly sunny on Sunday. It is still summertime, everybody. Too bad the pools are all closed, but it's still summertime. By the time we get into next week, then we will bring back some rain and some thunderstorm chances, especially Tuesday into Wednesday. But the heat and the humidity will be sticking around. So Russ, fall still off in the distance.
You know, summer can stick around as long as it would like to, as far as I'm concerned.
I think there's a lot of people that say that now. Once we get into like November, just get it over with already.
There you go. All right, Betsy, thanks.